The chair recognizes himself for 5 minutes of questioning. Mr. Walker, in your testimony, you stressed that OE's priorities are the development of grid modeling capabilities, megawatt-scale grid storage, and the Grid Modernization Initiative. As the smallest of the applied energy offices at DOE, how are you able to accomplish your research and development goals with a tight budget? Number one, I guess essentially, how does the OE do more with less? What do you say?
Thank you, Congressman, for the question. The focus with OE is definitely on those three things, as well as sensing technology, and how we accomplish our mission is through the hard work of the people within OE and CSER, working in concert with the other applied sciences at DOE, so among fossil energy, nuclear energy, and the energy efficiency, primarily relying on the platform of the GMI, the GMLC. And that's in fact why we expanded the charter to include those other applied sciences, to be able to leverage and ensure that the investments we make are the best across the entire department, and to leverage the resources equally from a national security perspective.
So prioritized. The programs within OE are squarely within the applied energy mission of the department, and OE research goals are closely tied to the needs of the energy industry. The department's fiscal year 2019 budget requests places an importance on federal funding going only towards early stage research programs, What steps have you taken to ensure responsible stewardship of those taxpayer dollars by funding only the R&D that cannot be performed by the energy industry?
So at OE, we focus very much on early stage research, utilizing our capabilities both on the CSER side as well as OE to identify where are the cutting edge technologies that will not be, by virtue of the cost and more importantly, the intellectual capability that is realized through our national labs. So we identify, using a risk-based approach, how to best invest that money.
Thank you. Dr. Heppert, this question is for you. In your testimony, you explain how Texas Tech University partners with both Sandia National Lab and the private industry to conduct research. What is the difference between research conducted at the Gleam facility and the research conducted at the Sandia Swift site? And then should there be more coordination between the national labs and academia on grid challenges like those identified in the GMI?
Sure. I think there's a degree of commonality in terms of some of the research. The Swift site really has been a test bed for understanding wind farms and the fundamental impact of atmospherics and of fluid flow through wind farms. We've got highly instrumented systems there with radar that can help us model that and help us understand the impact of environmental circumstances on the performance of those systems. So it's really in part about predictive modeling and understanding how to optimize the configuration and structure of future wind farms. Okay, the Gleam system is really going to be a test bed that will allow us to actually connect to some of these existing resources, in addition to some resources that are held in the private sector nearby of both wind power, solar power, and battery capabilities. The focus there is really going to be on being able to test bed new technologies, both software and hardware technologies, to allow us to understand how to better integrate those and more seamlessly integrate those systems. Model in real time, be able to model conditions that are going to lead to potentially to grid failure, and understand, using artificial intelligence strategies, how we can more effectively integrate these, and also how we can improve and enhance the economics of utilizing energy from these systems as well. So I would say on the one side, we're talking about looking more at the fundamentals of wind, and we're very pleased on that side that we'll be helping to co-host the wind blade design conference that Sandia has held for many years at Sandia, this year in Lubbock. But on the other side, we're looking more at how we truly integrate these other technologies effectively, and it'll be a great test bed for being able to take, as I said, both AI technology and new power grid technologies, hardware, and integrate them into a system.
Thank you for that. Can you get the dates of that conference to our staff here?
I'll be happy to do that.
Yeah, okay, thank you.